Hello, my name is Mr. Dyer and this is my presentation on how to pass higher geography. A quick overview of the course. The higher geography course consists of 3 units: physical environments, human environments and global issues. In the physical environments unit, students will study 4 topics, 4 spheres if you like: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. Some of these topics, like biosphere for example, are completely new to the students. Others, like lithosphere, they were picking up on topics and issues that they've considered previously at National 5 Geography. Similarly, in the human environments course, again, the students have studied elements of population geography, rural geography and urban geography previously, but again, these will be taken to a different level. That will require more in-depth analysis and more detailed answers. In the Global Issues unit, previously the SQA required us to answer 2 questions, but at the moment they only require us to study 1 topic and answer 1 question in the final exam. Now we have chosen climate change, again because this fits in nicely with some of the topics that the students previously studied at National 5. There is a further question in higher geography, and that's known as geographical skills. And this requires the students to use mapping skills and techniques. They will be using an Ordnance Survey map, and that they'll be required to identify and comment on social, economic and environmental issues. There'll also be a number of numerical and pieces of numerical and graphical data attached that they will have to interpret, process and draw conclusions from. Now, in terms of course assessment, the only assessment tool at the moment is the final exam. Paper 1 consists of 100 marks and will last for an hour and 15 minutes. Paper 2, 40 marks, 50 minutes. These are obviously marked externally by the SQA. There are 4 sections: physical, 50 marks, human, 50 marks. That's paper 1. Paper 2, we have global issues worth 20 marks and the geographical skills question worth a further 20 marks. Throughout the year, there will also be a number of unit assessments, obviously to allow the teacher to gain evidence of competency in each of these units. Students will expect to get regular homework. There'll also be study support sessions which will commence after Christmas, and there will be regular learner conversations between the pupils and the teacher, particularly after assessments, to discuss progress, improvement strategy, etc. As I said, there will be homework approximately once a week, perhaps more often, nearer the exam time. These may involve completing some classwork, but normally would be based on past paper or specimen questions, really to give pupils as much practice as possible answering exam-style questions. Also allows the teacher to get a more in-depth picture of pupil. In terms of regular studies, the teacher will be regularly reviewing class notes to make sure students are completing all the work, and that if there's anything they may need to catch up on if they've been absent. They'll obviously be expected to revise and prepare for assessments fully, but the teacher will also be available at lunch times and after school if required to meet with pupils if they've got particular issues they want to discuss, or if they require more explanation on particular topics or questions. As I said previously, supported study classes will be run after the Christmas holidays, and there will probably be, I would imagine, weekend revision days, again running after Christmas and certainly during the holidays. There are a number of types of exam questions that pupils will be expected to be able to answer, to understand how to answer these questions. They could get a described question, which is a fairly straightforward question, just really requiring them to list a number of facts. They don't have to provide reasons in their answer. This may involve describing information on a graph or a map. The most common type of question would be explain questions. Here the students have to give reasons and or processes behind an action or an outcome. For example, They may be required to explain the formation of a waterfall. They could be asked an analyse question. In this type of question, they would have to give an account of the relationship between some factors. For example, maybe analysing the properties and the formation of a particular soil type. An evaluate question would probably refer more to a solution or a particular management strategy. For example, something to do with climate change, perhaps, a management strategy trying to combat climate change. Has it been successful? Has it been a failure? They would need to explain the strategy and then give their evaluation on that. A similar kind of question might be a discuss question where they have to consider different viewpoints about an issue or about a change and give an opinion. And again, to what an extent, probably more similar to evaluate. You would be asked maybe to comment on the effectiveness of a strategy. For example, in a strategy for solving urban transport problems or climate change. Okay, now at higher level, we've moved up, as you would expect, we've moved up to a higher level. Students are required to give extended responses, explain and analyse, give structured, sometimes dealing with complex issues, use lots of evidence to back up their answers, and be able to consider different viewpoints and different perspectives, and be able to make some kind of judgment. So it's a significant step up from what is expected at level 5. There are a number of websites that the students can use as well to help with their study. These are here. There are also a range of textbooks that are available, course notes, grade A boosters, paper questions, success guides, etc. There's some information here on where to obtain these materials. I hope you found this presentation useful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at the school. Thank you.